it's not a question, but more of a thank you. And that is, thank you for asking questions. Thank you for being interested. I don't know why you're interested or why you show up, but I'm so happy that you do. Because it's amazing that what we have all created, and you're a part of that. And so, thanks for being a part of that.
Thank you.
I know I have so many questions for you guys, but I don't know why I can't think of it right now.
Hello, Jensen.
Hi.
In your panel with Jared, he said he loves when you talk at the same time. Is there any specific or funny moment when that happened?
All of the time. I mean, you have to understand that there is no other human on this planet that I spend more time with than Jared Padalecki. It's true. So, the fact that we play brothers on TV is easy because we feel like brothers off camera. And all right, I gotta tell you a funny story. So, the talking at the same time happens because he and I have spent so much time together that we think a lot alike. When we see something, we think of a similar comment, and we say it out loud, a lot of times at the exact same time. Jared's quick-witted. I think you guys know that. I'll never tell him that. But the only reason I say that is to compliment myself. Because I too am quick-witted. Which is why we say stuff at the same time. See what I did there? I'm not done. She's so cute. So we say stuff a lot simultaneously on set. Just in between scenes and when something's happening, whatever. He and I will think of the exact same comment at the exact same time and deliver it simultaneously. And our camera operator, Brad Creaser, who some of you know, whenever that happens, he looks up and goes, "I love when they talk at the same time." He's also the same one that whenever whenever Sam and Dean get into an argument on camera, they'll yell "cut," which we've had some pretty heated arguments on camera. When they yell "cut," Brad just goes, "I hate it when they fight." So, aside from Brad, we have many others that have been with us for a long time, and are really invested in these characters and in this show. And what's really cool, and I said this years ago, and I can still say it today, which is even cooler. I see the guy who does the lighting, the guy who cleans the trash bins, the guy who does the grunt work and really the thankless jobs of production. And in my opinion, those are the real unsung heroes. In fact, every Friday we have a $5 Friday. Don't tell the IRS this or Warner Brothers. We have a $5 Friday. Everybody pitches in $5. They put their name on a piece of paper, and at the end of the night, somebody draws a piece of paper. They won the lottery. They won the $5 Friday. And it could be a couple $100. It could be a couple $1,000. Depends on how much people are, getting into it that day. And I will say that Jared and I, we may have missed a few Fridays, but usually we donate. We like to call it splashing the pot. and we'll drop in a 50 or $100, and we'll just write the production assistants. And it's so if they win, then they get the pot. So it's like those are really the thankless heroes. But what I was getting to is they're still reading the scripts. Like I'll look around and I'll see those guys reading the scripts. They don't have to do that. Like they're there collecting a paycheck. They don't need to do that, but they care about this show. And it goes all the way down to those guys, and that's cool to me. They care about the show, and so does the rest of the crew. And when I see the camera operators, you know, sitting in between takes, reading scripts, and they care about the show. So know that it is in good hands, and people that work on the show respect the show and love what they do, and I think it shows, which is one of the reasons why I think you're standing here asking the question. What was the question?
About the funny story.
I was just kidding, I'm done. No, I mean, you're sweet, and I like your shirt. Thank you. Hi.
So before I ask my question, I just want to say that my other Hungarian friends who couldn't come this year send their love to you and all of you.
Please send my love back.
Okay. So my question is, what was the funniest scene to shoot throughout season 11 so far? So in the season 11.
The funniest?
Yeah. After filmmaking.
No, I think, well, I mean, I could be wrong. You have to understand, it's 9 months straight of filming. It's like a marathon, and you're going, what was your favorite 100 meters? Like, I don't know, I just ran 26 miles. One comes to mind that resonates in my funny bank, and that is the scene. It was Richard Spade's episode, Just My Imagination, and it's when Sam and Dean walk in and see Sparkle dead, and the mother wipes the glitter of paint all over her face. There were probably a half a dozen, if not 10 different ways we did that scene. And it was because Nate, who is such a great comedic actor, was doing so many fun, cool, different things. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're doing sketch comedy here. This is like Saturday Night Live. So I just started riffing with him, and we did so many different takes of us doing so many different ways, different dialogue, different jokes, playing off like what he was doing, and it would change what I was doing. And that to me, I was like, I feel like I was just on Saturday Night Live. Like that's what it was, or doing some sort of like comedy. And then I was like, that would be so fun. I'll never get to do Saturday Night Live. Big dream of mine, just FYI. So anyway, that was probably one of the funnier scenes that I can remember in season 11 was that. The whole telling like, you guys, just get in the shower, everybody, all of you, come on in, just the whole lot, get the gang in there, scrub down, don't drop the soap, but scrub down, do your thing. Yeah.
Thank you.
That went a lot, that went so many different directions. Thank you. Hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm fine. Okay, I really love the episode Just My Imagination, because
I was just talking about that. Weird.
Because I think that beyond the comedy, it was really deep, and we also learned that the function of imaginary friend is to help children to face their own problem. So I was wondering, why do you think they never had an imaginary friend? It's because he was strong enough to face his own problem all alone, or because he had to grow up so fast to take care of Sam and hunting?
That's a really good question, and I think you answered it. I think the latter. Dean didn't have much of a childhood because he couldn't. I think his dad impressed upon him very quickly and very early that life was not going to be what you thought it was going to be. That your childhood as you know it or as you thought it was going to be is not going to be. It's going to be worlds different. And so I think Dean did have to grow up very quickly, and I think it was either an accept or reject situation, and he obviously accepted it. And he said, okay, this is my life. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow my father, and I'm going to learn from him, and I'm going to be his student and his apprentice. And so I think to have those kind of outlets, those imaginary friends, and that normalcy that I think most children probably have, Dean was, he almost, and I always think that he kind of reveled in the fact that he knew that wasn't, or he knew that what normal was, and that he didn't want that, and that he didn't have that. I don't think he missed it. I think he, at an early age, I think he was like, this is way more interesting. I'm on hunting trips with my father. I'm not going to recess. And then I think it wasn't until later in life when he started doubting that and thinking like, how dare he steal that from me? How dare he steal my childhood from me? And I think that that's probably a conversation that he will have one day with his father, which I'd love to film that scene.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
You look familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, you were here last year.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
No, I wanted to ask. I see that your jacket was different before. I'm right. Wasn't it different in color?
Nope.
I think you look good, but you keep changing clothes.
Oh, yes. I'm part chameleon. She's referring to the fact, all right, it's a story. I'm not dancing. I'm not dancing. Listen. Daniela bought me this coat, and I was wearing it during the photo ops. And some of you wear makeup. I'm not going to name names, sir. But there was a little makeup on my chest. Luckily, she thought ahead and bought a reversible jacket. So, bing, bang, boom. And the smoke machine, really? Good Lord. So now we're back to leather. Yeah. True story. There were some texts going around amongst the crew. There was a picture that was sent out that had Rob wearing a scarf, and Tomo then commented and said, "Oh, are we going scarf night tonight?" And I commented, I'm like, "Scarves are so 2015." And then Spate was like, "Great, Ackles, what kind of clothing article do we need to wear this year?" And I said, "Leather, boys, it's all about leather." And if that doesn't work, flip it and reverse it. That felt good, not gonna lie. Daniela. Daniela.
Hey!
Hi. What? Give me the jacket so you can stay in the shirt.
Unleash Daniela. Unleash Daniela. Unleash.
I'm concerned now as to why the shirt would be in jeopardy. Say no more. Here's the jacket. Oh, no, she's fucking serious. Fear the Reaper? Fear Daniela. What? No. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I've done, but the apple juice tastes wonderful. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Jensen. Actually, well, I wanted to thank you first, to thank Daniela and all the cast, because Daniela was able to make this convention and make all of you come here and make so many fans happier.
Isn't she wonderful?
For what you're doing for these 11 years, because you make people believe in you and you give people hope and you make us believe in ourselves.
Thank you, Daniela. Okay. Whatever she says.
So, my question is,
yes.
Today in the morning you and Jared played Superman and Batman and you were quite good with Batman.